Meet Princess Elara, a kind-hearted princess who lives in the kingdom of Eldoria. Introduce Gerald, a young giraffe with a curious mind who lives in the nearby enchanted forest. The encounter Princess Elara feels confined in the palace and desires adventure. She sneaks out to explore the forest, where she meets Gerald. They form an instant bond despite their differences. A growing friendship, Elara and Gerald spend time together exploring the forest. They learn about each other's worlds, sharing dreams and fears. A magical connection forms between them, allowing them to communicate telepathically. The challenge: the kingdom faces a drought, and the crops are failing. Elara learns of a magical spring deep in the forest that can restore the land. The path to the spring is treacherous and protected by an ancient guardian. The quest begins. Elara and Gerald decide to embark on a journey to find the spring. They face various obstacles, including a tricky river crossing and a dark cave. Facing the guardian, they finally reach the spring, guarded by an ancient spirit. Elara demonstrates her courage and sincerity, convincing the guardian of their noble intentions. The resolution: the guardian grants them access to the spring, and they collect the water. Returning to the kingdom, they use the water to end the drought. A new era: the kingdom flourishes once more, and the bond between Elara and Gerald strengthens the relationship between the humans and the forest creatures. Elara becomes known as a wise and compassionate leader. Introduction: in the heart of the vibrant kingdom of Eldoria, where the sun painted the skies with golden hues and the fields stretched as far as the eye could see, lived Princess Elara. The palace, a magnificent structure adorned with intricate carvings and lush gardens, was her home. Despite its beauty, Elara often felt like a bird in a gilded cage, yearning for the freedom to explore the world beyond the castle walls. Princess Elara was not like other royals. While her peers found joy in lavish banquets and ornate ballrooms, she found solace in the simple pleasures of life. Her heart belonged to the natural world, and her curiosity knew no bounds. Every evening, she would gaze out of her window at the sprawling forest that bordered her kingdom, dreaming of the adventures that awaited beneath its canopy. In this enchanted forest lived Gerald, a young giraffe with a neck as long as a river and spots that seemed to dance in the dappled sunlight. Gerald was known among the forest creatures for his insatiable curiosity and gentle demeanor. He often wandered through the woods, discovering new paths and marveling at the beauty of his home. One fateful morning, as the sun rose over the horizon, painting the sky in shades of pink and orange, Elara decided it was time to leave the safety of the palace and venture into the forest. With a cloak wrapped around her shoulders and a heart full of excitement, she quietly slipped past the guards and made her way towards the towering trees that beckoned her. As Elara stepped into the forest, the world around her seemed to come alive. The songs of birds filled the air, and the scent of blooming flowers enveloped her senses. She wandered deeper, her footsteps light on the moss-covered ground, until she came upon a clearing where the sunlight danced through the leaves in a mesmerizing display. It was there, in that sunlit glade, that Elara first met Gerald. The young giraffe stood tall, his eyes wide with wonder as he gazed at the newcomer. Elara, taken aback by the sight of such a majestic creature, approached slowly, her heart racing with excitement and a hint of trepidation. To her surprise, Gerald lowered his head in a gesture of friendship, and Elara reached out, her hand brushing gently against his soft fur. In that moment, a bond was formed that transcended words and spoke to the very essence of who they were.